maybe.
Is that the shower
No,
curtain?
I'm not in the freaking bathroom. I'm sitting next to a frog or toad
didn't know.
my kitchen table.
Where's your
This is
cupcake?
just our cold open, guys. Just go ahead and get
Okay, my cupcake's right here.
definitely we got cupcakes up there.
I
Hey
didn't have
guys,
no clue we were even live.
welcome to Running with the Pack.
Wow.
You know, this is hey, look, I'm live and I'm on my own profile. Ain't that some shit?
Isn't that some shit? Wow.
That doesn't happen but once in a blue moon.
I like the new setup, Jeff, in the background.
You like that? Yeah, that's. I'm going with the Dances with Wolves motif. You know, just very bare minimum. Just. But no, guys, you know, I want to kind of hit on something. You know, we're the first show on BFN since something pretty tragic happened in a sport that we all love. I just kind of want to touch on it for a second here and just kind of let everybody get their thoughts and you know what they feel about it out there. You know, we I don't know about you guys, but me, I played football in high school. You know, there's always a dream when you're young, you know, to play in the big leagues and stuff like that, you know, but you know, to see what happened on Monday night was so tragic, and especially in my hometown, my home city, things like that. It's difficult to see that because we've never seen anything like that, in you know, on a football field. And you know, that poor young man, you know, is giving his life to something that he loves and something that he cares about, and you know, I kind of want to just say, you know, prayers for DeMar Hamlin, his family,
definitely
his team, his friends, you know, everybody. You know, we, like I say, you know, we watch that game every week. You know, we razz each other, we give each other a lot of shit about each other's teams and things like that. And you don't expect to see something like that happen, and when it does, it's pretty tragic, man. And you know, I pray the young man gets out of there and is able to suit up again and get on the field. So
I did hear that he's breathing. He's breathing on his own at 50% right now.
Yeah,
and
right.
Yesterday he was needing 100% help. So that's
right.
Any
Yeah,
progress.
so,
I've been, you know, any progress like that is good progress. So
right, that's exactly right. You know, baby steps, and you know, we pray for him. And you know, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hit the intro, and let's start running with the pack. And we're here. That's right. Put him up there. Go ahead. I know you wanna. Cajun's still frozen. He'll get it here in a minute.
Come on, Cajun. There it is. All right, so let's catch up on some comments here real quick because we
let's do that.
We got some. I'm able to decipher who the Facebook users are, so we can now call them out.
You can. I can't.
I can.
How are you doing?
The very first one was Thad. What's up, Thad? He showed up as the first Facebook user. This one, let's see. Right there.
I saw two Facebook users. What's up, everybody?
We got Mike Wiseman. How's it going, Mike? The second Facebook user was Yukon. What's going on, Yukon?
Oh, Yukon. What's up, my brother?
Yep, we got everybody's still watching with us.
Yeah, old stash.
I wasn't watching the game either. We had just got back from hunting, me and you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And I was so tired. I thought it was funny because I was so tired, but when I went to bed, I was still up until like 3:00. I could not fall asleep to save my life. But I was like dozing off in my recliner, and then I started to get dings on my phone, and you know it was like news reports, and then Kaylee's like, "Hey, you might want to check the news." I'm like, "Oh, dang!" So
Yeah, man, it's definitely a hard situation. You know, I mean, to see a young man like that, you know, in the prime of his. Actually, I don't really want to say the prime of his career, the infancy of his career. I mean, he's only been in the league for 2
24
years,
years old.
and then you see something like
24
that
years
happen.
old.
It's just,
Yeah.
and it's such a very routine hit. You know what I mean? It was one of the things that you hear some of the players talk about it. They're like, man, we see that every practice, every game. It was one of those things that's just, man, it's heartbreaking.
Yep.
It really is.
Absolutely. We've got another Facebook user here. It's Travis Lee Drenner. What's going on, Trav? Big shout out to you, bud.
So tonight, what we are talking about, and we would love to get feedback from anybody who's watching. We are talking about New Year's resolutions and how we say fuck them by about the second weekend. I did. What is today? Today's the 4th. Ooh, damn! I made it the third day. I made it to the third, but no. No, we all got New Year's resolutions every year. Everybody always wants to. I don't know. Everybody wants to try this or try that. It's usually either a fad or maybe you're going to try a new diet or what have you. I got a guest. How you doing, pal? What's your New Year's resolution? He don't know.
To eat more cookies, duh.
You gonna eat more cookies?
Yeah.
You gonna eat more cookies? What, we lose Cajun?
I know. Sorry.
He's on the McDonald's Wi-Fi. I know.
He's having some issues, but it's funny though because he just upgraded his Wi-Fi and it was working great.
I know.
And just all of a sudden, I don't know if they've got weather, like a storm moving in or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it looks like we have lost Cajun for the moment.
All right. Well, we'll keep going. We'll keep going here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he'll be back. He'll be back here directly. Every day is a resolution to be the same.
Absolutely.
See, you get it. You get it, Stash. You get it. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Your new Kirk.
You can't pick your nose on live TV.
Sure you can.
Well, I guess you can, but
we've got.
You see that?
We've got a couple of members of my East region here. Barb and Fred Herr.
No, Yukon, we can see you. We can see you.
Mim says, Fred, my New Year's resolution is to attend more comps and meet new beardos.
That's mine as well. Last year, a lot going on, but this year, the animal's going to put himself out there. Going to get out there and see as many comps as I can. And
I've already made hotel reservations for 2 comps over the summer. And because I knew if I just, like last year, I mean, I wanted to hit every comp that I could. But I never did anything about it. I just, I talked about it. I hit the local comps, but it was the comps that I wanted to get to meet those new people and to meet those new beardos like Barb and Fred were talking about. And so I went ahead and booked the hotel rooms. I mean, they're booked, so there's no reason we can't go. We got the new truck, so we know we're going to get there safe. And we're going to meet. This summer is going to be a game changer for Big Country, being on the road and meeting a lot of new people. I mean, I shouldn't say new people. I'm going to be meeting people that I already know and love that I consider part of my family. I'm going to be meeting them in face-to-face for the first time. So that being said, I mean, it just really doesn't get much better.
It doesn't, man. And that's kind of what I want to do. Oh, hold on.
We got Facebook user. What's up, guys? Let me see who that is.
He just called 911 all of a sudden.
Garrett, what's going on, Gage? Danny, nope. Yukon, you fixed
No. It was getting ready to call it. That's the y'all ever seen a phone just automatically just start calling 911?
What are we doing? Why not? What?
COVID. Get down.
That better be there. I can't wait to see y'all. Oh yeah. It's going to be so much fun.
Daddy's got Daddy doing a show. You gotta get down so Daddy can do a show. Okay.
I want to go down.
I know it
He
sucks.
wants to smoke.
He does. He's cool Mod right now. Look at them glasses.
Yeah.
Joanne is enjoying a cool glass of sparkling grape.
That's good stuff. So yeah, New Year's resolutions. They're
Oh, where's your cup, dude?
they're one of those things that you want to hold on to, but you can't. So, country, I'm gonna ask you first. Are you over here? I'm gonna ask you first. What is one of the most, I don't want to say embarrassing. Yeah, embarrassing. What is one of the most embarrassing resolutions you made that you didn't hold on to?
Maybe unrealistic.
I'm going to
Or,
finish.
I'm
going to finish
yeah,
saying hi real quick.
not embarrassing. One of the most unrealistic
Or
that you.
infeasible, maybe.
Oh, the most. Oh, that makes it a lot easier for me to answer.
yeah.
This Facebook, I don't know why they're showing up. This is Johnny Rodriguez showing up as Facebook user. I don't know, bub.
Okay.
Occasion ain't here. Yeah, we're trying. He's having some issues with his internet and trying to get it fixed. So hopefully
Technologically issues.
So my most unrealistic, honestly, probably, man.
You just said it was the easier question, so
yeah, I maybe I spoke too quick on that.
Emily, get to thinking because you're next, lady. You're next.
Oh, I'm thinking.
She's on my side with me taking my time. I'm going to stall this as long as I can here. Let's think.
Take the whole show.
Okay, I'm going to go back to it. I think I was 16, 17, and I had a couple of part-time jobs. Nothing serious. I was still in school, and I told myself I was legit. Like my parents laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me, but to me it was real, and it took me. I had to go through all the different pages for this to come to mind, but. I told him I was going to buy myself a brand new Mustang the next year. And 1 year I would have a brand new Mustang. By the time the ball dropped, the next year I would have a Mustang. And I was working maybe 25 hours a week. And that was at both jobs combined.
Yeah.
Just doing things that I shouldn't in my other off time. And it was just, in my head. But in my head, it was real. It was going to happen. I mean, it was going to happen. And it was, but, you got to think Mustangs back then, were talking a bit ago, were quite a bit,
Well, yeah,
more than what they are nowadays. So, that was probably my most unrealistic one.
So, okay, with that being your most unrealistic one, let me ask you, like, now you're older, you've looked back, you've seen what do you think you could have done differently to make, at least maybe not make it come true, because at that age it's so right. But at least to have maybe gotten closer, you know what I mean? Because what you might say might help somebody else, to be able to say, okay, well, shit, last year I didn't get close, but your advice might help somebody get closer.
Right. My answer kind of will go for anything. We'll go for any, not just me at 17 wanting a Mustang, but it'll go for any New Year's resolution that hasn't happened. And it was all mind over matter. It was, I had to hold myself accountable. I had to have a plan. I had to have a plan for whatever my goal was. You set a goal. You can't set a goal without having a plan to get to that goal.
Right. Yeah.
At least I can. Maybe there's some of you out there that can. I can. I've got it, if not written down, at least in my head, I go through all the steps. I go through all the what ifs, and that's probably a little bit too much sometimes, but I still do it. But over the last couple of years, that's really helped me get over two really big New Year's resolutions that I failed at miserably for years and years and years. And years. I could add on a couple more years, and that still be not enough. And that's smoking cigarettes and drinking beer, drinking in general. Anything.
Okay, see that right there. Yeah. So okay, I was a big, chewing tobacco guy. You know what I mean? I was always dipping. I mean, that was my thing since I was like, God, 14, maybe 15. Somewhere in there. And I swear, like every year when I got to be kind of that age where like you're setting a resolution that you want to hold on to, that was always it, right? It was always, all right, I'm going to quit dipping. That's it. I'm going to quit and I'm not going to look back. And then like, okay, so 12:01, last dip, not dipping no more.
Right.
12:01 p.m. the next day, goddamn, I need a can. And then and I'll tell you, I think it was Rach. Was that last year? It was last year when I quit, right?
That's a hell of a way. That's a hell of a way to
Yeah,
get
maybe 2 years. 2 years now. So 2 years ago, it wasn't New Year's or nothing like that. I kept talking about quitting. Like I need to quit. And she looks at me like you're not fucking gonna. So it was something I said, no, I'm quitting and that's it. And then like I popped the dip in and she was like, yeah, how's that feel? Because I was having tooth pain, all kinds of shit, and I was just doing it to myself, punishing myself. Yeah, how the fuck's that feel? And the next, I don't know, something clicked, I guess, and it was the next day. That was it. I didn't do it no more. I haven't dips. Now, don't get me wrong. As well as you still have those urges, like you crave it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know so much of it's 2 years out that I crave the nicotine. I crave like just the habit of something. You know what I mean? That's probably why I blimped out the way I have. I'm fat as shit.
Dude, let's not talk about weight gain. I put on about 60 pounds when I quit smoking and drinking. I did.
Yeah,
I can't tell it because I'm sick. I'm almost 6'6", but I'm on the higher spectrum of 6'5". But I mean, I put almost 60 pounds on since I quit smoking.
You are a big bastard. Yeah. When we were walking, we lost him again. Where'd he go? Don't go nowhere.
When we were walking, what? Are you going to talk about the shady ass ladder that you were too scared to climb up of that I tried to climb up?
Goddamn right. No, I was not.
I said, no, I'm good.
No, I was not climbing that fucking ladder. It was not worth it to me. It was not worth it to me. I grabbed a hold of that son of a bitch and it went. I said, "Fuck you. I'm out. I don't need it."
And I
said, all right, I'll be over by the lake. I'll be in that blind. You climb. And he's like 6'5", 6'6". So when he's like, halfway up a 30-foot climb, to him it ain't that far of a drop.
No, to me it's a further drop, you asshole.
How? Your legs are like 10 foot long. So,
well, my head, it's a further drop from my head. There, we'll just keep it at that. It's my head's going to hit harder than your head is.
That's true. Okay, I give you that. But like, what I was actually talking about was our fat asses walking back a couple of miles.
Looking at the hill, we were looking at the hill, and we both said, "I don't want to climb that."
Not only that, but we were carrying that big ass metal fucking chair around. We're like, okay, well, we gotta put it up here so that way we can be together.
Right.
Yeah, no, screw that.
Cage, I agree, Barb. Cajun needs to smile, but he's having issues with his internet, and it's making him really mad. And so I guess I kind of understand it a little bit.
Okay,
but we got off the topic of resolutions.
Yes, guess whose turn it is? Hold on, where's she at? There. Yeah. Okay, now,
there.
Just so everybody knows, and I'm sure you guys seen the post earlier. This is Emily. This is White Claw. Y'all know her from the pack. She is our new co-host. So now you have me.
Until you get banned again.
This motherfucker here. You got Big Country. Cajun is hanging around somewhere. He's on the McDonald's with me. But we are from moving forward. These are your core hosts. So welcome us all. And White Claw, it's your turn.
For my
first, let's get some details here. Because people are gonna be curious as to
Oh, thanks a lot, Brittany.
why you're called White Claw.
What?
Now, I know that's one of your favorite drinks, so maybe elaborate a little bit on that. And since Cajun ain't here, this is probably your best opportunity to let it out.
So I think it got started in one of the chat. I mean, I used to be called Hummingbird, and the reason I was called that is because I never sat down. Like at events, anything, at home, I was never sitting. I was always moving. Well, time passed on, things happened, and I joined you guys, and I think we were in a chat, and we were talking about drinks or something that we liked.
Brittany.
And I was like, I can't stand White Claws. And all of a sudden, Cajun's like, White Claw, what's up, White Claw? What are you doing, White Claw?
Yep.
And then I'm like,
a while.
kind of growing on me.
Yeah.
Drinks don't grow on me, but the name did.
So a lot of people may not know that you were pretty instrumental in the big comp that we had this past year. So we're going to get into all of that, but let's start talking about what is White Claws. Let's just like what country? What was one of those resolutions you made that you were like, I'm going to say it, but it ain't going to fucking happen.
It's going to sound weird.
Well, that's what this show is. You're new here, but you'll catch on.
So I enjoyed being married. I did when I was married. We had one son together, and after we got divorced, I was like, every year I'm like, this year is my year. I'm going to get remarried. And it happened for 5 years. And I'm like, this is such an unrealistic goal because you can't, some people do it. More power to them if they find the person that they want to be with and they marry them. That's not me. And so finally I was like, I guess it kind of morphed into something different, saying, I don't necessarily have to be married to be happy. And
that's true. But you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. My New Year's resolution kind of dissolved from that and turned into, how about you just be happy with yourself this year? And so every year, my New Year's resolution now is to find something to be happy about without having to have a partner.
There you go.
So for the longest time, I was like, I'm getting married. I don't care who it's to.
Yeah. See, Ryan said that, he's been saying that for the last couple of years too. And I told him no. And and then now that the ring is here and me and my beautiful wife, he still won't let it go. We were in that hunting blind for a good 6 hours.
Everything, you dick.
You still mean everything to me. You stop it. Stop it. You are someone. Okay.
Well, I'm slapping the wrong way. I was slapping. All right. Back to Emily. So let's go, White Claw. What was she talking about?
That was it.
Shoot.
No mercy.
That was it. So now I just try and make things happier for myself.
There you go. So, and all right. Well, you're asking the questions. What was yours, Animal?
That's not how this works.
No, that's exactly how this works.
Your turn.
That's how co-hosting works.
I guess that's true. I guess it comes back to me in the end.
It does.
Well, I guess my most unrealistic, most unrealistic New Year's resolution would have happened years and years ago. I had just, I'd been boxing for a little while, and now, mind you, when I was in high school, I was on a wrestling team, stuff like that. I wrestled, and I loved it. That was my passion. Right. So. And if everybody notices, we throw up the Too Sweet. That's definitely a throwback to professional wrestling, and that's kind of where it came from. And there was a little gym. I lived in. If anybody's from the Cincinnati area or in Ohio, like the Price Hill area and Warsaw and whatnot, but they had a gym down there, and it was called the Workhouse. And the guy who ran it, his name was Jamat, and he was a friend of my uncle's, which in turn I went there, because I was wrestling in high school and I would work out and stuff like that with my uncle. And I got to know the owner. And what he actually did was he had like a little private wrestling, not private, but a little wrestling organization, like you would hold in like the armories and things like that. So we would go like every weekend. It was every Saturday. They had something. There he is. They'd have something going on. So, I was very into it, man. I was so hard into the professional wrestling and stuff like that. And
right.
I said, that's what I'm going to do for a living right there. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. And I was like 16 or whatever it was, kind of about the same age you were, Country, that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And, we would get in the ring and me and my buddies and everybody, we would all mess around and have a good time and whatnot, and, act like we were, on TV and shit like that, as you do. And, as most kids do in their bedroom with their cousins and shit like that, but that was mine. That was mine. It was, and it was pretty unrealistic just because, like, I didn't follow that. You know what I mean? I watched it, but, it was one of those things you got in there, you had fun and shit like that, and like, what, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do this. And at that age, you either really stick with it or you don't.
Right.
And, well, I didn't. So, and I always look back at it because it was fun, getting there playing around and stuff. And I'm like, man, I feel like I'd have been good at that,
Right.
But yeah, that was probably my one. So
There you go. Well, now that we got Cajun, are you back, or are you?
I can see his eyes shifting back and forth, so
Okay,
I think he might be back.
You got good movement.
You do.
No, I'm back.
You got real good movement.
Nice.
I'm back.
Nah, you spoke to
No,
it.
you're not. All right, Cajun, it's your turn.
My turn for what?
Oh, he hadn't been watching. Okay, so what we're talking about is a New Year's resolution you may have made. It could be whenever, maybe 30 years ago, maybe a year ago, whatever. That felt just, and you looking back on it, that you knew it was just kind of like it was unrealistic. It was like, okay, this sounds like a great idea, and I want to do it, but then you're like, I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah.
Thought about
the hardest one for me that I have to actually say is working out. And I'm not like the one that wants to run into the gym on January just like everybody else, but finding the time to actually work out. Finding the time between kids and work, and trying to find that motivation to actually go to the gym every day. And I mean, once you get into it, you tend to get better at it, but trying to find that routine.
right.
But my even harder one is food. If you're not doing the right thing in
Yeah, see, you missed Country's earlier. He was talking about how his biggest wish was to get inside Playgirl, and he tried and tried. He auditioned, and he even tried to do like the whole Burt Reynolds deal. You know what I mean? And he sent pictures in. He
told
showed
you that in confidence, animal.
Well, he's out. He's out. Oh man, this is good stuff. See, this is good stuff that people are getting to know you. That's just what it is. I could actually.
They don't want to know that side of me. I promise you.
I was gonna say I could actually see you do. I'm gonna crop your head onto Burt Reynolds' body and send it to Kaylee. That's what I'm gonna do.
Why's it got to be Burt Reynolds?
Because you have that Reynolds vibe. You have the Reynolds vibe. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm a hairy dude, but you got me beat by a long shot. Don't ask how I know that.
Because we do a lot of fishing in the summer and it gets hotter than hell.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah.
Way too hot for a shirt.
And you ain't got the video to throw at me right now, so
I do not. Damn it. Well, here I can hold on a minute because I can throw it on my phone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, good times.
So, we're talking about New Year's resolutions and whatnot. And earlier, White Claw, you brought up in our chats, in our founders chats and stuff, like our club resolutions. Now, let me ask you, where would you like to see the pack this time next year?
I think. Are you talking like me personally?
Yeah, you personally. Yeah, because you kind of sparked the conversation, and we had some banner back and forth as far as kind of what we were thinking. Okay, hold on.
We have a Facebook user here that I just have to address. We have Mr. Taxi Phil in the house tonight. How's it going,
wow.
Mr. Phil?
Yeah, what's up, Taxi Phil?
Good
My
to see
man.
you, brother.
Yeah. So, you
what's up,
you
Taxi?
brought it up, and we were kind of going back and forth and whatnot. Now, I think we kind of fell on a number and some different things, and so where would you like to see the pack this time next year?
Well, I think we came up with some really good goals for the next year, and I would really like to see, and this was one of the things that Cajun brought up, I'd like to see us double in size, definitely. Across internationally, double in size. And I think we have the potential to do that. And, just keep working on the charity portion of our group. And I think we can come up with a really good total number for the year that we want to try and raise. And we've got some very passionate people in the club. So I think we can actually achieve our goals.
That's true.
One of the things we definitely want to do, and we've been talking about it, I think since the beginning, is we really want to get our 501c3 going, and
yes, we definitely want to get that. Yes.
Be a legit nonprofit group. Not that we aren't already, but to have it on paper really says something.
Getting it in black and white is kind of like that's them. You're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
So now we did kick around a number. Okay. Right. So we kicked around a number, and I have a number in my head as far as what I would like to see us be able to do. Now, before I go any further, I do have a challenge. I do have a challenge for one of our own. And yes, it is you, Country. I have a challenge for Big Country. I think I'd like to see you go Whaler.
I think you guys all should start mid.
Really?
I think I'd like to see you go Whaler. So here's something that we were kind of kicking around. Country, when does deer season end?
February 28th, I know, is when
it's right around the end of February.
Yeah, it's around the end of February.
So let's call it the end of February. Next week's show, okay, we are going to have a number put up to see if we can make Country shave that stash. Cajun, I know you're in deep thought right now.
This is a bad year to quit drinking, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's a.
And hey, tell Kaylee to send all the hate this way. It's all right.
It's not about sending the hate your way. She's going to be sending me your way.
That's true. I got an extra room. It's okay. No shit, I don't. You'll have to share with Julian. It's okay.
It grows back.
It does grow back.
I'm not sleeping with that kid.
I don't blame you. So here's the challenge. Okay, Country's going to pick a charity, and I'm even going to let him pick the number. Okay, You pick the number. You pick the charity. Okay.
Okay.
And by the end of February, okay, you hit your number, stash goes away. I'll do you one better. Okay. I'll do you one better.
Stash is telling me not to shave the stash. I gotta listen. I gotta listen to Stash.
That's what he's got. That's what he's got.
And then I've got Phil telling me not to do it. It's nothing compared to his stash, but I do appreciate that, Phil. I tell you what, though, if man,
I'll join you. I ain't got a stash, but here's what I'll do.
What, are you gonna grow one?
No. If we hit the number that you pick, I'll start over.
You gonna start over?
I'll start over.
Okay.
I'll lose it all. I'll start over with you.
Well, it seems like a lot of people don't want Country to shave his mustache.
Of course they don't.
Are they willing? Are they willing
to take a hit?
Are they willing to give you money to keep the stash?
That I did not.
Well, maybe we can go both ways. Whichever one outweighs the other, because it'll all go to the charity. Whichever one outweighs the other.
Do it. I am 100% down for that. That comment right there.
That would be some creepy shit.
You see what this man?
But I'd like to see it.
What he just typed. Look, can you believe it? I can't. I'm sorry. He did not mean it. Don't worry. He didn't mean it. He loves you. Don't worry. Anyway, yeah. I guess either way that goes, when it comes to a charity, that's the one that's really the winner. I could shave anything off and it's going to grow back. And if it means that we can help somebody along in the process, why the hell not? So let's do it.
I'm with it.
And I'm going to take Emily's idea too. If it's you can pay me to keep it or you can pay me to shave it.
I like it.
And I guess, are you still along? I guess with you too. You can
whatever route you end up with, I'll go right along with you.
Okay.
We'll work out the details.
Okay, that'll work.
So by next week, we'll have something.
Okay.
Because I have been thinking about starting a regrow.
Yes.
I actually had one of those once.
I love these ideas.
It was back when I drove. It was back when I was a driver for Schwann's because we couldn't have a beard, and we were.
You couldn't have a beard, really?
We couldn't have a beard. You could have a mustache, but it couldn't come down. It was pretty much just like a military. It couldn't come down past your certain point in your lip. Your sideburns had to be like evened off. But every one of the drivers were like, "This is nonsense." And after being there for as many years as we were, we all had like the Elvis chops, and we just let our mustaches grow a little bit longer and a little bit longer. They never caught it, and then eventually they would be like, "You got to trim that shit up, man. Come on." But
what are you doing with yourself?
I got mine all the way down to my chin once, and before they were like, "Ryan, what are you doing?" Like that, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Show up to work with a damn porn stash. Y'd be ashamed.
That was fun I liked having the Fu Manchu. It would be, man, having long Fu Manchu would be a different story. I'm not sure about that.
Well, how about this? Now I've got this ideas kicking around too because
stop because that's when shit goes sideways and no good.
Maybe the biggest donator gets to choose what style you go with. At least for a week.
That's fantastic.
See?
I told you every time you open your mouth it goes to shit. That's fine, but there's going to be.
He's sweating. His butt cheeks are like profusely sweating right now.
There's going to be tier levels here. I'm there. I'm mapping it out right. There will be tiered levels. If just the stash will be a certain amount. The beer will be the whole. Oh my god!
I like it. Kaylee's gonna hate it.
No, Kaylee's gonna. But she won't. She doesn't. She wants my beard, but she wants it down like. She wants me a business beard. That's what she wants. She wants.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
That's what I had when. That's what I had when we met. And she's like, I want the guy that I met. I want the guy that I fell in love with when we first met. I'm like, I'm still here. She she does love the beard. Now the one that you're gonna have to really deal with, the pissed off one, is Abby. I've asked Abby if she wanted me to shave it, and she told me that if I ever shaved it, she was going to be mad at me. So that's having a mad 9.
You know what's funny about that? Like, since Jet's been born, he's never seen me without a beard.
This is
he's
true.
Never seen me without a beard, and I showed him some pictures of me without a beard. He had no idea it was me. I said, "Who is that?" He goes, I don't know. His daddy. No.
That's
He's like, you're full of shit. No, that ain't
So my dad, when I was probably about 12, maybe, I grew up with him with a beard my entire life, and he had a big, like, bright red beard. And one morning, he would come in every morning to wake me up for school. One morning he came in and there was no beard.
Ooh.
And oh my God, I started screaming. I thought there was some random guy in my room, and I was like, I hated it. I started crying. I was freaking out. It was very traumatic.
Country did that to me once or twice. See, look at that shit.
Who is that?
That's me.
Is that you?
That's me.
See, now what he's doing there in that picture, okay? What I do, what a lot of people notice in my pictures when they're like, they used to say, why don't you smile? And then they started noticing like, oh shit, he's smoldering. That's what I do. I smolder, okay? I don't necessarily have to smile. I smolder. He tries. Cajun really doesn't cry.
Now I'm gonna show you 17-year-old Ryan.
Oh hell! See,
I had
there's the porn stash.
I tell you, I had a great.
He had hair.
That's 17-year-old me. I've got one in here somewhere, I think, where it's completely gone. I might have erased that picture. I don't know.
All right, UConn, I get it. I know. You're in a beard club. You're in a beard club because you have a beard. But you know what? You know what's
I won't.
fun?
Don't worry, Chris.
You know what's fun about having a beard in a beard club is that you could put it on the line. It's like a prize fighter. They step in the ring and they put the whole purse on the line, man, and they challenge everybody to say, "Come on, give me your best shot."
Yeah.
Well, it's also
and if
showing
that
how
best
much
shot is to help a charity, and all you got to do is trim it up or shave it for shit. Bring it on, bring it on. That's what we do.
it also shows passion. I mean, that's something a lot of men are very proud of the growth that they have on their hair, and get rid of that is like, okay, I'm doing this, and
it's definitely
I'm
something
doing this because I believe in it.
It's definitely something.
Who is that? Who said that's when you were 12? Who was that? You got to name yourself.
Name yourself.
I gotta go to bed. All right, this is one of my favorite pictures.
Okay. Oh shit! I remember that day too.
Don't you?
It took me forever to get that on you.
Oh yeah, I know.
The Birkenstock
and
everything.
Editorial.
I see. Am I wrong now? Am I wrong?
Oh man.
So tomorrow night on the Bearded Family Network that's when he was in prison. And
I was not in prison, you jackass.
Look at that white T-shirt. You was in jail. Don't you say you wasn't either.
Yeah, and I got
you staring at people's windows. That's what that looks like. Your eyebrows are too far apart.
No, I think that's the very first selfie I ever took. Shut the hell up. That's why I grew this son of a bitch out. I don't want to shave it off. It looks like that.
He said that was the very first selfie I ever took. And he told me he loved me. Oh man. So hey, you know what? Like I was just getting ready to say on, so you guys know we're on the Bearded Family Network. This is so awesome. We love doing this every week. Don't miss all the new shows that are coming. I mean, you got Bearded Business coming out, I believe, next Monday. You got Sinning on Sundays, and I do believe tomorrow night you got the Sideshow.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I believe
you
are
got
correct.
Show. And they have, as they say, hold on, wait for it, all the tea. So
all the tea. That is such
I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I can't wait to see what happens every week. It's going to be fun.
What about
and let me just tell you, if you're watching it to adjust people's opinions and things like that, then you need to kick rocks. Enjoy it. Listen to what the ladies have to say. It's a fun show. I mean, you can't go wrong with. Honestly, I can't wait to see where this goes. We've got so many different programs coming out.
Mm-hmm. This
yeah,
right here,
I mean,
I can tell you this right here. This is Taxi Phil again. The entire Pack East will be there.
Yes, we're opening day, Cincinnati Reds Parade.
Barb and Fred, Barb and Fred, her. If you guys are still if you're still watching, if you can make it up for the Cincinnati Parade, that would be amazing. If we're
being invited, man, we'll be there.
The entire Pack East here, and that would just be awesome. We would gladly, but like I said, we were definitely count us in, Phil. We were there.
Yeah, we will be there. We will be there. Thank you for the invite. We love you guys, man. Thank you. That means the world to us.
Yep. I can tell you that me, myself, Kaylee, why did I announce myself twice? Myself, Kaylee, and our kids.
He's selfish that way, guys.
No, we went on a parade with the Barons a few months back. It was in some small little town, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, that was down in Cheviot and Delhi. Yes. Yeah, it was the Harvest Home Parade.
It was hotter than hell, but it was.
Yeah, how you went down there in them fucking overalls? I told you, you're gonna die.
You're right. I regretted every minute of. But once we were on the float and we started moving, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, once the sun went down, but I had so much fun. I wasn't worried about being hot. I was still, I stayed hydrated with plenty of water, and it was so much fun, and I can only imagine how much fun the Cincinnati opening day parade is going to be. So
we'll be there. So hey guys, like I say, the pack, we have you'll see it on our pages. We're going to post what our New Year's as a club, what our New Year's resolution is going to be. We're pretty excited for this year. This past year, we're new. We're just popping out, and we're trying new things. We're trying to grow and build. It was something that we started and I keep and I say when we started, we were a bunch of like little rebels just wanting to get together and just make a big change and a big splash. And I feel like we did that this year. This coming year, you ain't ready. We got a lot of cool, great stuff coming your guys' way. We're working on another comp, but this time we're trying to work on in-person comps for each region. We're trying to work on online comps to help out. And don't forget, the Stop Traffic Beard Battle will be happening again, being sponsored by the Oasis House. Some great folks up there. That have the same kind of belief that we do. So yeah, it's gonna be an amazing year for everybody involved, for us, for the Bearded Centers, for let's be real, the Beard Mob, for everybody, every club out there. I feel like this year we're all gonna try and one up each other.
Can I give a little hint on maybe something that the pack has steaming up?
Yeah, go ahead.
The pack East, rather, something that I've got steaming up as far as a live event goes, a live comp goes. I'm just going to drop a little teaser. It's not going to be anything big. It's going to make you wonder.
You're going to shave my initials into your chest hair?
No.
Okay. Well, fuck.
Not at all.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to say two words. beards and motorcycles. That's all I got to say. Involved with the comp together. That's all I'm gonna say for right now until I can plan out some more stuff. But that's the vision that I've got for this summer, for the Pack East, as far as we each region trying to get something put together, and that's what I'm trying to put together right now. Still a lot to do. It's just right now it's just a thought. So
this is true.
Yeah, I was getting Damn it, Chris. We need a crown.
So the West.
Come on with it.
West.
Come on with it.
We have 2 words. I think they're 2 words. Beards and bull riding.
No,
that's 3 too.
That's 3 too.
Bull riding is 1 word.
It's not that. It's the and in between.
Oh, beards, bull riding. But
beards,
the beards,
motorcycles. Beards, motorcycles. Take that, Chris. Man.
And I will say this: I don't know how many fucking words it is, but
that was still 2 words. Beards, motorcycle. Motorcycles is 1 word. Motorcycles is 1 word.
Mine is three words. Beard. Hold on.
It takes you that long to count to 3?
I swear to God, I just had it.
we are not looking good right now.
I swear, I need. Okay.
We can't count
2 words.
Hey.
Pack International. There it is. Damn it.
Pack International.
Yeah, Chris, they're making me fucking think. It's hurting. Pack International. Yeah, that's something that me and Alan Dyer are working on. That we're going to try and bring you guys some more content and some more surprises from across the pond. And
that's from Taxi, Chris.
Above the border. I mean, we've got a few irons in the fire. And maybe a few 4-leaf clovers involved. So, words are definitely hard stash. They suck. But yeah, Pack International, we're that's something that we will be rolling out this year. That is going to. There's a lot of surprises coming there, and I hope that we're able to. To deliver the way that we want to. Just across the board. And we love you guys, and we thank you for letting us be a part of all of this, and for helping push the pack and pushing our charities. It means a lot.
I need to speak for Cajun real quick. He let me know Cajun is having technical difficulties again. He thought he had it worked out. They came out, they gave him all new stuff. He's even hardwired his computer tonight for this, and it's still wanting to act up on him. As far as the Pack South goes, Cajun has some huge plans in store for the South. He's got some huge plans for recruitment down there, so be ready, be on the lookout for anybody down south. Anybody watching that may know somebody down south looking for somewhere they might fit in. Tell them to get in touch with Cajun, one of us.
Absolutely, and also keep in mind, we have the Pack North that we are working on building, and we're gonna release a map here within the next couple of days to show how our regions are broke up. So if you're wanting to get involved but you're not quite sure what region that you belong to,
I can't keep a straight face when
I know I was trying to so hard.
I saw Chris's comment pop up, and I'm like, I don't want to put that up and hurt his feelings. Not knowing fucking Cajun's watching it. So this is how it went down. This is it started with show is better without, why we were talking about Cajun being not being there. And then it went to it stares at the screen because he's just frozen. And then out of nowhere you got
and just like a wrecking ball. It just goes up like a wrecking ball.
And then Chris was like, "Oh shit, he's here."
All right, guys. You know what? We've hit to about our hour mark. This was a lot of fun tonight. The thing is still So yeah, so we'll have some updates for you next week. Stop. We'll have some updates for you next week as far as Country losing the stash, me losing the beard, and
I'm giving these
all kinds of other stuff that you're probably
Resolutions
not
on our
gonna do.
page.
Yes, and look for resolutions up on the event and social page. There's a lot of fun coming this year, guys. And again, thank you so much for running with the pack. And we are officially out.